Hey, what's up everybody? Landon here. It's been a while since I've posted a video, and today I just figured I had the time. I've been doing a lot of work and a lot has happened. So since the last time I posted a video, I ended up buying a house and got a whole bunch of other stuff done. So we are now in my garage and I've got it all set up. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but I figured I'd stop and show you guys what I was doing, what I was working with, and just do a general update and show you guys where I'm at, where the car is, and what I'm planning to do with the car here soon. So let's take a quick walk around. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got the car mostly put back together now. In the other garage, it was too small to get around the car on either side with the whole car in the garage. There was maybe a foot on either side to get around. But what I've done is I've gone back and I've put the hood back on, and I've done the fenders, and I'm in the process of kind of aligning them. It has got new subframe bushings, so those are all done. Pretty much if it was small enough to fit in a sandblasting cabinet, I stuck it in there and blasted it. The radiator core support has had a lot of work done on it. We pretty much cut the bottom section off and rebuilt it because there was so much rust. But that's all back in now. Everything has been repainted, been sanded, sandblasted. Like I said, if it was small enough to fit in, it got blasted and recoated. But anyway, you can see over here, this is my workbench. It's a little messy at the moment, but now I have a place to work. I've got my air compressor over there in the corner, and just kind of all my tools scattered throughout. I'm still trying to organize, but I'm working on the bumper over here by the toolbox, and the inner support I'm gonna sand and blast and repaint, and we're gonna coat the inside of the chrome outer bumper. We're gonna paint that black as well, just to prevent any further rust, because the rest of the bumper looks pretty good. The wheels will need to be cleaned up. They look okay in video, but when you see them in person, they're very dusty and there's rust starting to poke through. The plans with the wheel wells in the rear, I'm trying to get the vehicle up and running by the 4th of July, and I'm going to try to take it on a road trip, so I'm not going to do anything else with those just yet. But around in the trunk, I am working on installing a fuel cell, so I'll take you guys around back and show you that real fast. Okay guys, so I lied about showing you the fuel cell. It's just too dark back there for you guys to see into the trunk. But I do have the fuel cell off to the side, and I need to put in the mounts. So I figured I'd come up here and show you guys what I was doing up here. Yesterday, I plugged in the laptop to the HP tuners. I was kind of getting some numbers and seeing what error codes came up and seeing what still needed to be changed. But I was having an issue with my pressure switch, so I undid all my loom, made sure the wires were okay, and ended up coming to the conclusion that the sensor itself had gone bad. So I ran to the junkyard and pulled one out of another motor, came back, plugged it in, and everything worked good. But I'm going to go ahead and order some different wire harness tape just to kind of clean that up and make it look better. Still need to find a mounting bracket for the actual ECU itself. I'm going to be relocating the battery here to the trunk just to clean up the look up here. But for the most part, the engine's installed, the transmission is in, the shift linkage is all done. I pulled the foam insulation off the top of the hood so that the hood would close. It doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't close with the top cover for the motor on, so I will have to find a different intake, but it'll close with the side cover on, and the top will just have to be bare. If I go to car shows, I'll bring the piece with me and I'll set it on while I'm there, but unfortunately the truck intake is just too tall. I need to get the grill repainted and stick that back on, but I also want to make some changes to it. And then just need to clean up the rest of the wiring up here. I'll show you the inside of the car next. We've got a lot of work done in there, so let's go check that out. Alright, so in here I've got the laptop all set up so that I can do diagnostic work. I've got the carpet kit in, I've reupholstered the dash and the rest of the pillars. They've got suede wrapped and everything looks real nice. The headliner's been redone. I just need to redo the very back panels and put the back panels in and the other kick panel on this side. I cut the housing for the shift boot so that it would fit in here and look good. It's just lightly set in for now. I need to wire in the neutral safety switch and the reverse lights and whatnot. And then I've been working on the plans for the actual dash of the car. I've been using HP tuners to do all of the tuning for the vehicle, so I'm learning that, and that's going great so far. But the interior of the car is coming along. I do need to get the rest of the bracket made up for the passenger seat and get that in here. But the rest of the car is coming along great so far. I've reinstalled all the electrical for the original engine and pulled everything out. I had an LT1 motor in here before from one of the older Caprice cop cars, and it just, I couldn't do anything with the tuning, and it just ran really poorly, and eventually it was just toast, so we went ahead and ripped it out and went with the LS. But I've got everything electronically working back in here. I think I don't have the horn set up, but I'll either do that off of another button or figure out how to fix the wiring in the steering column to make that work. We did take the steering column out of the Caprice and put it in here so that I could have a tilt steering wheel, and that's working good. I think other than that, all I really need to do is get the other dash, clean it up, paint it, reinforce the back of it because it's a little brittle. And I think we're going to go with a tablet for gauges for now. And eventually I will put in actual analog gauges as well. But I'm almost done with the wiring in here. I'm working on the brake switch for the cruise control and everything like that. But externally, the taillights work. All the signals work, and I don't have the headlights plugged in, but the high beam, low beam switch does work as well. So we're just kind of integrating the old with the new and making sure everything's reliable. Here's a few walk-around pictures of the car, guys. If you wouldn't mind just hitting subscribe so you can keep up on what I'm doing, I'd appreciate it. Catch you guys later. Bye.